Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. I'm Sammy Jo and this is Anne-Marie and we teach Chair Burlesque. Today's session is going to be a session walking around the chair. So some sessions that we run are based fully on chair and some sessions are off chair. So today is off chair. Well, we will be using the chair a bit as well. We've also been inspired by Chinese New Year. So today's music that we'll be dancing to has got like a Chinese theme to it. So the moves will be culturally inspired by the Chinese New Year. We ask today that you make sure that you've got enough room to walk in front of your chair, that you've got a nice sturdy chair, and then there's no objects around you that you might trip over. And you're wearing some nice comfortable shoes or your bare feet. Anything else that you want me to add? If you'd like to get involved in the session, please comment in the comments below. If you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, please let us know. And if you're watching on replay, also get involved because we like to get involved in the comments and we'll get back to you when we can. So have a great session and we're going to start.
Okay, so the only thing I forgot to tell you is just the how we will run the session. We will start with a warm-up. I'll teach you through the routine. Each time we will show you 2 to 3 moves, repeat it a couple of times, and as a snowball effect, that's how we get through the routine. And then if we have a time, we'll do a short cool down, but let's see how that goes. So let's get into our warm-up. So we'll come into our burlesque seat, so bring the legs nice and wide, lifting the heels nice and tall if you can. Hands come onto your knees, keeping your arms nice and long. We start warming up our head. Let's look up and down. Looking up and down, and one more time looking up and down. Bring your head to the center, look one way, then the opposite. We'll do this 2 more times, looking side to side. And last one. And bring your head to the center, and we'll do half circles or full head circle. Let's do one more. And chin to your chest, roll your head up. We bring the hands up and above your head, interlace your fingers, flip them against the ceiling, reach nice and tall in front of your chest, and as you exhale, pressing it away. Reach it nice and tall, bring it in front of your chest, and pressing it away. One more time, reach it tall, chest, and we press it away. Beautiful. Release the hands, give them a little bit of a shake. We close the legs, lean back, extending your legs. Maybe keeping the legs quite low, maybe lifting them a little bit. Flex and point, flex and point. One more time, flex and point. We stand up, come onto the side of the chair. You can hold the chair for a support, bending the outer leg. Bend the outer leg and maybe we bend it just a little. Maybe you can grab for the foot. Pause and hold it here for one more moment. And slowly to release, giving it a little bit of a shake. We come to the outer side, bending the outer leg. Grab for the heel and pause and hold it here. And very slowly to release. Once again, we give it a shake. Come standing in front of the chair, hands onto your hips, and then we will turn one way. From here, bring the hands on your lower back, fingertips facing down, first front knee bend, and then you feel the stretch through your back calf. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. And we change. Come to the center, bend the back knee, keeping your spine nice and long. And release, come to the center, we turn the opposite way, front knee to bend, hands onto your lower back, roll the shoulders back, hold it here, proud chest. And we change, lifting the toe, lifting onto the heel, keeping your spine nice and long, sending the hips down. And slowly release, come to the center and just very gentle lunging side to side to get a little bit more into our legs. Beautiful. Slowly coming to the center, hands onto your hips and then a couple of hip circles. And release, circle it back. Okay, beautiful. So, I think we are nice and warmed up, aren't we? So, let me pause the music for a moment. I will also check the comments. Let us know in the comments if you've done any of our classes before. Hi Irene, nice to have you back. It's great that you keep coming to the classes. So, let's get to our new routine. As Sami said, it's Chinese New Year inspired. So we will take you through the routine. We are starting seated on the chair and we will just have a little dip down with your head. Hands will be on your lap. And then as the music starts, you will lift your head, then we open the arms and slowly on count of 8 we will rise them up. So as always, you will have a couple of options here. Very simple option, you can just rise the hands up nice and slow on count of 8. Option number 2, if you want to, you can add a circular motion with your wrist. So I'll come a little bit closer to the camera. So as you are lifting your arms, you can be circling with your wrists all the way up on slow count of 8, and then we pause and hold it here. So let's try it from the seated position. Music start, you lift your head up and we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, from here you hold the hands up. One hand's going to be up. You will have a count of 2 just with one arm to the side. So I'm going with my left arm first. So it's 1 and 2 wherever it drops, and then we go 2 up, 1 and 2. We will do the same thing on the opposite arm. Again, count of 2 down, 1 and 2, and slowly up, 1 and 2. Okay, slowly release your hands for now. So let's link this all together. Head drops down, then you lift on 1 and 2, open the arms, and 3, slowly up, 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8, and we go to the side. It's 1 and 2, we go 2 up and 1, opposite side, 1 and 2, and bring it up and 2, and then we slowly release. I don't know how about your arms, but my arms are a little bit achy. So let's do this with some music, because once always with the music it makes a little bit more sense. The music will help you with the movement and the beat. So let's do this all the way from the top. Slow count of 8, and we go up, 2, open the arms, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to the side, and 1 and 2, up and 1 and 2, other side, 1 and 2, and up and 2. Release the hands. Perfect. So let me pause this. We will do this 2 more times. I'll give myself a little bit more time to run back to the chair. I was a little bit too fast. So let's come to your starting position, and we'll do this all the way from the top. Just wait for the music. 3, 2, 1, and up. Hands go on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side, and 1 and 2, and up and 2. Opposite way, and 1 and 2. Bring it up and 2. We release the arms. Perfect. Let's do this one more time. All the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side, and 1 and 2, and up and 2. Opposite way, and 1 and 2. Bring it up and 2. Bring the arms down. Perfect. Okay. Let me pause the music. So this was the first set of moves, so we're really using the arms. You can always choose if you want the circular motion with your wrist, or if you're just doing like an elegant arm reach to the side. You maybe even look where the arm goes, bringing it back up to the opposite way and up. From here, as you have your arms nice and high, we slowly like giving ourselves strokes on the head and then on the sides of your body all the way down to your hips. And then from here, we'll slowly come to a standing position. So we'll come to a standing. As you come into your standing place, we will take a step, just a gentle step to the side. And then as you're taking the step to the side, you reach one hand and the other hand goes on the top, and like we are mixing something in a ball. And then you bring it back to the center, and then we do the same thing. We'll take a step to the other side, reach the arm, circle the wrist and 2, and then we bring it back to the center. Okay, so we will just add this move. We will practice this without a music all the way from the top. So starting seated, head is dipped down, and then you slowly lift on 1 and 2, open the arms, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8 to the side and 2, bring it up and 2, opposite way and up and 2. We give ourselves stroke, nice and slow. We come to standing, very small step to the side, bring the arm up, and then 1 and 2, bring it in, opposite way, step, and 1 and 2, and in. Okay, let's try this with some music. Let's try this all the way from the top with some music. Give me a moment here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side, and 1, 2, back up, opposite way, and up. Giving yourself nice and slow stroke. We stand up, step to the side, open the arm, and 1 and 2, in, opposite way, open, 1 and 2, and in. Perfect. Shall we try 2 more times? Let me just have a look in the comments if everything is clear. Perfect. No questions. If you have any questions or need us to break anything down a little bit more, let us know. But let's practice this 2 more times all the way from the top. And 1, open the arm for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side, and 1, 2, up, other way, and up. Give yourself a nice slow stroke. We stand in up, step to the side and reach, 1 and 2, in, opposite way, step, and 1 and 2, bring it in. Perfect. Okay, let's do this very last time, all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1, and up, arms, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the side, and 1, 2, and up, other way, 1 and 2, and up, and 2, slowly down, all the way onto your lap, standing up. Step to the side and reach. 1 and 2, in. Opposite way. Reach. 1 and 2, and in. Perfect. Okay. So, are we ready for more? Yes, perfect. So we finished it here standing. So we did the gentle step to the side. It's quite a small one. Reach 1 and 2. You bring it back to yourself. You open it to the side, 1 and 2, and then back to yourself. So as you're coming back to yourself, we bring the palms to touch, like creating a little prayer position with your hands. And then we slowly start lifting the hands all the way up like a lotus flower. We open it up, release the hands, bring them onto your hips, and then we'll do how many? 4, and hip circles, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, so let's repeat this. We finished on this side. Whatever you mixed, you're bringing it back to yourself, and then we rise the hands all the way up. Open up, hands onto your hips, and 4 circles. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so let's link it all together. Coming to a seated, head down. Then we lift on 1, open on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side. And 2, back up, and 2, other way, and 1, and 2, all the way up, and 2. Slowly stroking yourself all the way down. We stand up, step to the side, reach, 1 and 2, in. Opposite way, reach, 1 and 2, in. Slowly to rise. Open up and hip, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, let's add this small addition to the routine. We will take it with some music. So, all the way from the top. 3 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the side, and 1 and 2. Bring it up, and 1 and 2. Other way, 1 and 2. All the way up, and 2. Give yourself a little stroke. We come standing. Step to the side, and 1 and 2. In. Opposite way. Reach. 1 and 2, in. Very slowly rising the hands up, open onto your hips, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Let's do this one more time, and then we will add on. So we'll do this just one more time. Come to your starting position all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. And we go up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and side. 2 and up. 2, other way. 1 and 2, up and 2. Stroking yourself all the way down. Standing up. Little step, and 1, 2. Bring it in, opposite way, side, 1 and 2, bringing it in, lotus flower to reach, and open, onto your hips, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. So, let me quickly have a look if we have any questions, but I think it's quite straightforward. Okie dokie, perfect. So let's add on a couple of myths. So We finish with our hip circles. From here, once again, bring the hands in front of us, creating that prayer position. So in the Chinese calendar, we are stepping from the year of snake into the year of a horse. So as we bring the hands together, we'll create like a snake-like move. So we will just start snaking ourselves all the way back up. So I think that was like roughly count of 4. Something like that. I know it was nice in the rhythm. Click, 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 click. So let's try to count this. So we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do all the way up. Release. Once again, we will release the hands. So as you do so, we will turn ourselves this way. We'll start this way, and then you will bring the leg that is whichever leg you actually want. We will bring the leg that is in the back, and then you slowly lifting it up and back, up and back. So that's on 2. So if you need more support, you'll be closer to the chair, so you can reach for the chair as you're lifting the leg up. The other hand, whatever kind of you need to do to give you a balance. You can keep the hands on the hips. If you have a little bit more balance, if you're a little bit more sturdy, you can always give it a little bit of a stroke and back, stroke and back. Yeah, so you can adapt this to whatever you need to keep you safe. If you feel a little bit wobbly, just coming closer to the chair or the wall, whichever you have around to keep you nice and safe. And lifting the leg. With the lift of the leg, remember, you don't have to bring it all the way up here. It can be just maybe like a little lift, or maybe just shuffling the leg forward and back, so the leg doesn't even have to lift off the floor. Okay, so let's do a recap. Hang on, I'll just quickly check. All good. So we are here. We finished our hip circles. As you have your hands onto your hips, bring the hands back into the prayer position, and we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, opening the arms. Once again, we turn to the side and lifting the leg for 1 and back and 2 and back. Yeah, from here you turn yourself to the center nice and slowly, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So once again, you turn, the leg which is in the back, you don't have to overthink it, goes up and back, up and back. And then we go back to the center. All good?
Yeah. So explain about the horse.
Explain that about the horse. You will be better to explain about the horse.
We're going to the horse, yeah.
Yeah, that I thought I said.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So let's recap all of this from the top. So we'll take it from the seated position all the way from the top. Head is dropped down. Music start. We go up and arms 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 to the side and 2 and up and 2 opposite way and 2 all the way up and 2 slowly down. We stand up, step to the side and 1 and 2 in, other way and 1 and 2. We bring it in, palms together, we just rise, lotus flower to open into your hips, 2, 3 and 4, palms together, and we go side, 2, 3, 4, center, open. We turn this way, back leg goes up and back and 2 and back, center, turn, and we go up and back to the center. Right, shall we try this with some music? So let's put the music on and do this all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1, up and arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open and 1, 2, back up, 1 and 2, all the way up, and 2, bring it back, and 2, little stroke, we come standing, step to the side, and 1, 2, in, opposite way, 1 and 2, in, into your lotus flower, open, we go hips, 2, 3 and 4, back to your snake, 2, 3, 4, open up, and we turn, we lift the back leg up and back, 1 more and back, turn to the center, opposite way, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, back to the center. Okay, well done everyone. So what we will do now, we will practice this couple of times, but before we get to the next 2 practices, as always, we will have a final pose. So after you finished your, so we're going from the snake to the horse, 1 and 2, we go the opposite way, 1 and 2. We turn ourselves back to the center, and then you can create any final pose you like. So if you feel a little bit tired, you can take a seat and maybe extending the arm. Option number 2, if you like, you can stay here, maybe just holding it here, maybe just coming into like a proud position, hands on the hips, lifting the chest up. Any other suggestions? Bring it out like a ballerina style. So as always, you can play with this final shape, final pose, to whatever you feel inspired by at that moment. So what we will do now, we will play the music 2 more times, and each time we will give you a little bit of a time at the end to come up with some of your final poses. So let's go back to a seated position on your chair so we can repeat. Let's do this all the way from the top. 3, 2, 1. And up, arms 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to the side, and up, opposite way, and up. Give yourself a little stroke, to standing, step to the side and reach, bringing it in, opposite way, and back into your lotus flower, open, onto your hips, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We go into our snake for 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up and to the side, like go up, and 2, slowly to turn, and 1, and 2, and your final pose. Whoop, whoop. Well done. I wish we could see you. So let us know in the comments what have you chosen as your final pose, and what was the highlight of this routine. So we have a little bit of a time, so let's do this definitely 1 more time, and then we will take it through a short cool down, I think. So let's have a look all the way from the top. And head goes up, arms 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, to the side, and 1, back up, other way, and up. Slowly down. Standing up to the side. Back in. Opposite way. And in. Lotus flower. Open up. Hips. 1, 3, 4. Into your snake. 3, 4. Open up. And to the side. We lift and back. Lift and back. Turn and up and back. Up and back. Into your final pose. Woo-woo. Well done, everyone. So let me double check here. Okay. Right. Okay, let's take it into our cool down. Let's take one cool down. Well done, everyone. Let us know in the comments how you've enjoyed this routine, and let's take it through a quick cool down. So we'll take a seat back into our chair, and we'll start by extending one of our legs, coming onto the heel, flexing the foot, pulling the toes towards you. 3 taps towards your toes. You don't need to touch them, just wherever you can. 2 and 3. We bring the hands on top of your leg and slowly sliding it all the way down wherever you can. And slowly to release, bring the leg in, opposite way. 3 taps. 1 and 2 and 3. Hands on top, slide, slide, slide all the way down. And slowly to your left. Let's extend both of your legs and 3 taps. 1 and 2 and 3. Hands on the top, sliding it down. And slowly to release, give those legs a little bit of a shake, bringing them in. We reach the hands nice and tall, and then we come into a side stretch. Center and a side stretch. One more time on each side. And back into that side stretch. Bring yourself to the center. Interlace your fingers, flip them against the ceiling. Hold it tall in front of your chest, and exhale, pressing it away. Reach it tall, chest, and pressing it away. One more time. Reach it tall, chest, and pressing it away. Release your hands, give it a little bit of a shake. We finish it with our head, look up and down, up and down. One more time, up and down. Head to the center, look one way and the opposite. 2 more. And the last round. Bring your head to the center, half circles or full head circle. And then very slowly, chin to your chest, slowly lift your head up. So well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in to today's session. We will be back in 2 weeks' time with the fully seated version of our burlesque. If you would be interested in any in-person sessions, feel free to join our private Facebook group, that is Burlesque Chair Dance Manchester. We can drop the links in the comments before, and we look forward to seeing you either in a couple of weeks or in a month's time. Thank you so much.